Alrighty, testing 1, 2, 3. Welcome to our North Georgia mountain getaway weekend. Right now we're in Helen, Georgia, which is the little German town in the middle of Georgia. I don't know if you can see. No climbing on fence. And we're starting on the Georgia Mountain Coaster, which is one of those little tracks that you just go down, which it has a brake, so don't worry. Good. But it can go up to 28 miles per hour. Crazy. 28 miles per hour. We stopped in Helen on our way to Hiawassee, which is where we're staying for the weekend. But with the fall colors in the North Georgia mountains, it's like southern Appalachia, we are excited. Well, I can't speak for both of us.
I'm very excited.
We are excited.
Building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Let up high, now we climb.
I'm at our way
to dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes.
all the way.
Agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond
Lord.
a bigger scale, the world inhales as we go.
Here, 80 feet.
I wouldn't want it any other way. Dreamy, breezy, easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond
Wow, it's got the spider web. Booby trap.
easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond.
Bet it was. Airbnb tour. Comes with a nice little man curled up on the sofa.
Comes with.
Nice little man. I do think these binoculars are cute. The fact that they left binoculars for us. I love this. Fun kitchen with the view just right out there. The mountains. I didn't look in here yet. Ah, our study. That is fun. The hiking trails of North Georgia. I wonder if the ones that we're going to be doing are in here. Probably. Yep, we're going here. Because this is the highest point in Georgia. Brashtown Bald. That's our plan for tomorrow. Oh, we got the Declaration of Independence in here. United States Constitution, Bill of Rights Amendments, and other historic documents. Hot sand and sands. That's, I don't know what that is. Discover the romance and beauty of the Old South. And then the bedroom is this. With honestly a very nice bathroom too. Oh, I think this might be too tall for me. Let's see.
Yeah, I think it is.
Oops.
Nice short little queen.
Is that going to be too short for you? Probably.
Yeah, from here.
I'll just back up a little bit. Georgia Mountain Coaster reviews. Oh wait, so what you said earlier that was cute?
What?
Do you remember what you said earlier that was cute?
No.
Well, Zach said earlier, he said that he was glad that we did it together because it was most fun being on the little coaster together. That's what he said. Walking around Helen was funny. There's definitely not too much to do there. Our 45 minutes that we spent walking around kind of felt like enough. It is all like German architecture and everything, which is why I guess it's known in Georgia. What was funny, and I guess kind of cute, they had all of the like Halloween fall decoration items out, and then they also had Christmas lights, candy canes, and gingerbread and Santa decorations out too. So it was kind of clashing. Lots of little stores, lots of like small little like gift shops, t-shirts, leather items, handmade jewelry items, that kind of thing. And then we drove from, well, and then we got lunch. We got lunch at a pizzeria called Nakuchi Village Tavern and Pizzeria in Nakuchi Village. Or Nakuchi Valley, maybe. I don't know. Nakuchi something. So we had the pizza, and then we drove like backwards a little bit, closer back the way we had come from, to go to a vineyard that was very pretty, called
Very pretty,
called The Cottage. And we did like a little tasting, and the guy that was pouring them, do you think this has always been his job, or do you think he retired and this is his job now?
Maybe just his side gig.
He seemed very like happy and passionate about the tastings, which was cute. So we did the tastings and then got just like one more little glass and sat on the little balcony and looked at all of the fall colors before driving the next hour to get to here in Hiawassee. And we're about to head to Bell Mountain, which is like a 360 panoramic view. It's not the highest point, we're doing that tomorrow. But what's kind of funny is that to get to the top of Bell Mountain, you can drive, and I looked and it seems like you can park and then walk up a steep incline, because the roads, when you get close to it, becomes like narrow, one lane, super duper steep roads, and I just don't know how much my Ford Focus would like to do that. Even getting to our Airbnb, honestly, is pretty steep.
It's not steep.
Getting here?
I mean steep, but not like...
It was steep. It was steep. It wasn't like terrifying.
No.
But it was steep. Steep.
strangers left this town. While I'm slowly heading back to my apartment, I'm not asking for your thoughts. I'm just thinking out loud in the darkness. There's no point, 'cause we both know. From here there's nowhere to go. Someone said your heart is golden. All I got was my heart broken. I can see the dawn is coming just for you, for you, for you.
Thoughts from the top of the world.
We'll be testing Anna's brake quality.
We'll be testing the Ford Focus. No, I got new brakes in 2021. Go watch
Yeah,
that.
we're still testing those qualities.
Yeah, go watch that. New brakes. I was so brave.
She's our own.
Yeah, move the car against the world. After this, we're going to get groceries so that we can have food for breakfast and food for dinner tonight.
It's the only thing that tells me I'm breathing. I lost you from the start. Someone said your heart is golden. All I got was my heart broken. I can see the dawn is coming just for you, for you. Someone said your heart is golden. All I got was my heart broken. And I can see the dawn is coming just for you. It's just for you. Oh, it's just for you. For you.
Alright, Saturday, day 2, hiking day. I guess I could do a little OOTD. This is a Lulu shirt that I just recently got. I like it a lot. I don't know what kind of shirt it is. These pants, I'm actually very excited for too. I'm doing an Instagram collab with Flip Belt, which if you maybe remember, probably don't remember, but if you do remember, I used a flip belt probably back in like June whenever I was starting for my half marathon, and I didn't end up loving the belt they're good for storage whenever you run. I didn't end up loving the belt because on me, just like in my shape, I guess, I could barely get it over me, like either over shoulders or over hips. And then whenever it was here, it would always just like slide up to where then it would be too big on my waist. So I just like couldn't get the sizing right. But I was excited because with Flip Belt, they also have pants, which I didn't actually know. And so the Instagram collab is gonna be with their thermal pants, which is gonna be good whenever I run as the weather starts getting cooler. And these ones were just extra that I got with them. And so I got this fun color and I really am liking the color. But then what's nice too, this is also from Lulu. What's nice too about it is that it has like the built-in flip belt basically, but since it's on the pants, it can't go anywhere on me. Whoops, there is no light right there. Let me adjust. Okay, you're on the counter now. They can't go anywhere because they're just on me. So it has like this huge pocket here. It has a zipper pocket in the back here for like keys or anything like that. And then it also has two huge pockets on the sides. So I can carry anything I want with me in these pants. And they fit very snugly in a nice way. I've been telling Zach whenever I'm getting them on that it's like getting on my tech suit, like for swim, whenever they have to wear those really tight suits, because I really have to put it on like tights where it's like, okay, we start at the ankles and we start pulling them up. But I have really been liking them. Like I said, these were just extra pants. They're not the ones that I'm doing the Instagram with, but they did give me a discount code, which is just a.bea.s, spelled straight, no spaces. That's good until December, and you get 20% off, which is awesome. That's my OOTD for our hikes today. We're staying on, we're not staying on, we're staying in Hiawassee, which is on a lake that I don't know how to say. It's spelled Chatuge, so it could be said so many different ways that I don't know, like Chatuge, 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 Chatuge. I don't know how to say the lake, but there's a dam on the North Carolina side because we're right where like Georgia and North Carolina touch right now. And the dam on the North Carolina side, I think we're gonna start at. And it's a paved path, so less of a hike and more of like a walk, but I think it'll be pretty. We'll start there, and then there's a little, I don't know if it's a mountain or if it's just like a foresty recreation area, but there's also jackrabbit trails, I guess, as a whole, that we're gonna go around, still in the North Carolina side, and do those next. And then there's a little cafe on the water that's pretty close to that I think we wanna head to after that, before coming back here, having lunch, reconvening, and then at some point in the afternoon going to the tallest point in Georgia.
can see that one, right?
Oh yeah, my camera can too. We were attempting to go to the highest point in Georgia, Brasstown Bald, but what we did not know is that it's like 3 miles of steep grade incline. Look, I'm even pink. And whenever we just got to this point that we're at now, my car started alerting that transmission was hot. Please safely pull off and wait for at least 5 minutes.
Kind of hard to pull off
So
when
my
you're on
heart
a
rate is like
mountain
this because
pass.
we were on a mountain with like guardrails that just you tumble down to the side. So thankfully there was this little like parking area that right now we're parked like behind other cars. So if anyone comes back,
With the
we're gonna have to
e-brake
move.
on.
With the parking brake on. And thankfully, like with a hot transmission, I'm giving it time to cool off now. I've never seen that before in my car. And like it makes sense because we've been going uphill and I don't know if you can tell. I don't know. There's just cars. We were not moving, it was just a line of cars. So slowly going uphill for a long time, which thankfully means on the way back down, it'll just be slowly going downhill and not using the transmission. But we will not be going to the highest point of Georgia is what we have decided.
Oh no, no. Right on the road. Good thing there wasn't.
Yeah, we're giving up on the highest point in Georgia.
Well, and it's still, we had a mile left and it said an hour and a
Didn't
half.
you say 1.8?
Or 1.8.
Yeah. Which, yeah, the traffic is so slow, but also that means like another amount of what we just did that my transmission was like, no.
Old Bessie couldn't handle it.
And she's handled a lot in the past couple days. My heart rate is still... That's what I was telling Zach, is I'll feel better once we're just like back down. No more mountains. Off the mountains. You good with being done with mountains?
Yep.
Done with mountains.
There's no one like you, my little girl. Your eyes so blue under those brown curls. Soon you're on your way. Promise me that you know the world is yours. Strike them with your glow. Go on now, be good, be fine. Live your life, dream big, don't forget to be kind. Live, it's your life. Rocks are meant to be picked up and thrown. New ideas can be pleasantly overgrown. But you know where to go if you follow that heart. One step at a time. We all play our part. Go out now, be good, be fine. Live your life, dream big, don't forget to be kind. Live, it's your life, go on now, chase your dreams, everything. Go on now, be good, be fine.
We have got a haul for you.
Yes, we do.
Trail full, that's what it's called.
Trail. Truly exquisite stuff.
After we made it safely back down from the mountain that we almost died on today, we stopped by Trailful Outdoor Company, where Zach got his flannel. That fits you really well for a flannel. And did you size up?
Yeah, it was an extra large.
Because even like with that shirt, That looks nice. Here, come more into the light.
Come into the light.
Come into the light.
Arms are a little baggy.
Can't wait to wear this. Yeah, Zach got a flannel. But I got, any guesses? Got a puzzle. 1,000-piece puzzle of Smokey the Bear. And it says, prevent forest fires. It has Smokey, it has the little cubs, it has some mountains in the background.
Squirrels.
It has a little, oh, it has a squirrel. It has a, what's that, a blue jay, I think that is. So that's what I got. And then we also got a candle. Because whenever we went to a.bea Island, we got a candle from a.bea. And now we have one from Bell Mountain. Well, from Blairsville, Georgia, which is near here. But it's their Bell Mountain scent, which is where we went yesterday. It's an off-centered wick.
That's okay. We can move it when we melt it.
They tried their best.
Just exquisite.
It smells so good. And then we got home and lounged around, honestly, just for a little bit.
For like 45.
Maybe like 45 minutes before we went to dinner, which I was so happy to find for celiac folk who can't have gluten. There's a website called Find Me Gluten Free that you can look at restaurants and people will like rate how like celiac friendly they are, like if they have a gluten-free menu, if they do cross-contamination avoidance measures, that kind of thing. This one was in, what was the name of the thing? Oh, it was in Brasstown, North Carolina, because it was the same as Brasstown Ball, but it wasn't in the same place. It was in Brasstown, North Carolina. And we took the back roads to get there, which were beautiful, but then we pull up and it's like this tiny little like downtown area with this tiny little post office that looks like it was built in the 1830s, but it's still like their post office. It was absolutely nowhere, but it was a dedicated gluten-free kitchen. So like the whole entire restaurant was gluten-free.
Farm to table.
That's what I was gonna say next. And it was farm to table, so it had like fresh vegetables and it was really good stuff. But being entirely dedicated gluten-free, there's no risk of cross-contamination because there is not gluten in the restaurant. They did put us back in like a little table, like in the corner, with no one else around us, because we didn't have a reservation.
But
so they
we got
us
one
in.
of 5 cheesecake slices, so success.
Yeah, they only had 5 cheesecake slices left, and we got one of them. It was a blackberry. That's what it was, right? Yeah, blackberry cheesecake, which was good, very good. And now it is 7:30, well past our bedtime, so we must shower and I'll read my book. I don't think I've talked about my book yet.
It's a romance novel for the first time in a decade.
Not in a decade. I've just been reading a lot of thrillers recently. Oh, also the OOTD for dinner.
Got busted out of.
Apparently I got busted out of, but got my white pants, got my flowery top. Yeah, I started getting a little tight. This is my book for the trip. I've read that much.
Slacking. I guess that's what you get from
We've been hanging
driving.
out. Yeah, we've been hanging out, and yeah, I've been the one driving. Me and my little Ford Focus against the world. Literally. Quite literally against the world. Oh, our last day is tomorrow. Checkout is at 11, which honestly is not bad though, because we're 2.5 hour drive from Atlanta. So if we leave here at 11, we're back home by 1:30, and I took Monday off.
Yes.
Yes.
Go Queen.
Yes. Anything else to add? All right. Good night. The camera only focuses on me or the view.
Equally beautiful.
Last morning waking up to this. You need me to edit out the smooch? I'll just pretend to do another one. Cleaning up the Airbnb.
You think the salsa would be fine when we drove back?